One of the things that irritates us about this RV is we've got an opaque window right there at the door, and so if anybody knocks, we can't actually see them. So what's the solution? Stay tuned, you're going to find out.
Yeah, so like Dan mentioned at the beginning, that opaque window is a nuisance. So the Lippert Thin Shade is our answer to that. As you can tell, we have our windows open, and we usually keep them open during the day, so we can see if anybody knocks. Because you do have a screen door, so that if anybody knocks during the day, if you don't leave this thin shade open, you're going to be opening the door anyway, so it kind of defeats the purpose. We bought this for the most part is that it will stay closed throughout the day because, like I said, our windows are open. We bought this because it's hard to see at night. When you have your shades down and someone knocks on your door, you always have to get up and open up the shade. At night, we're going to leave the thin shade itself. We're going to reinstall, or we are going to install this, but we're going to leave the shade part open during the night in case anybody knocks while we're asleep. We don't have to come through and fumble when we first wake up trying to open up those blinds to see. It'll constantly be open. So during the day, this shade in here is going to be pulled down, because we can see out and see who is here. At night, it will be open. So that was the main point, because we have had people knock on our door at night, and we have to fumble through, turn on lights, and see everything. Try to open up the blinds to actually look out and see who's there. This is going to make it easier for us.
Okay, one thing we noticed when we received the thin shade is that the two inner and outer pieces are already stuck together. The instructions really don't explain how to do this, but what you need to do is you need to take those 16 white tabs and go through and install them in each of the configurations so you can pull the two parts apart from each other.
The front and back.
The front and back.
Because it's going to come together, put together like this.
And you can't just pull the two apart.
If you come in here, you'll see what they do. Here, get film down in here. If you see right here, you got jagged teeth. That's what keeps this together when it's inside your door. So when you put these in, it spreads those two tangs apart, so you're actually releasing the teeth. Is that all of them? 3.
It looks like it's all.
Yeah, I want to be able to get this out though. You don't need to push them in that far. Just until this hits that. Because it should be able to pull out after that. Some really don't want to let go. Oh, I don't want to break it. I didn't break it, did I? Whew. That's what I was hoping to not do. There's one side. Oh, finally. Whew.
And one thing we do want to point out, you will see that there is a strip.
There's one for the glass, and there's one for the sillet as well. There's 2 strips in there.
You want to make sure that you don't touch that or touch that as little as possible, because it is sticky and it's meant to hold the glass and the frame together.
I highly recommend that you open up your box when you're doing your inventory to make sure you have everything that you're supposed to have in your box. I would make sure, and I would go ahead and separate these right now before you even go over there and start taking the original window out. Because if you break something on here and you already have that out, you're kind of in a predicament then. So I'd highly recommend separating these and making sure that nothing's broke before you actually move on to take out the original window.
Our next step in the installation is to take out our current window. In the package, you receive 1 bag of 16 of these plastic pieces, and these are what are going to be used for the snap-on type window. I did want to describe what these tabs are. They have a groove on one side, and then they've got a lip on the outside. You want to make sure the lip is out, which means the groove is going to go inside. And if you look closely, there are little marks where you can see where these 16 tabs go into.
So basically these are the same tabs that we used when we separated the new window frame. earlier. So while Dan's going around, I just wanted to let you know that you want to be extra careful when you're taking that one apart, not to break the tangs that are inside there with the little jagged teeth, but you also don't want to break these plastic tabs as well, because you're going to have to use them to take out the original window as well.
And they are a little bit tight. I think it's just going to be the first few. But if you go at an angle, you can squeeze them in, push them up, and then you can hear it starting to click on the inside. Okay, so Kevin's going on the other side. This is a two-man job. I know there are several videos that the one person has been doing it, and you can do that, but the official Lippert video suggests two people, and it is going to make it handier. Now, I am going to gently pull at these edges.
Are they coming out?
No. Okay, the first, I would always try to start at a corner and slowly work your way up the side. Yeah, you definitely want to make sure you don't lose the tabs. They fall out. Another tab broke.
Huh?
Yeah. All right. So we ended up breaking
There's two of them,
three tabs on here from what I see. So I don't know why these the white tangs don't work right.
You may have to hold the glass.
All right, holding the glass.
Got it.
All right. So lesson learned, don't try to push the door out from the inside. It's best to go from the outside and pull it from the frame.
This stuff sealed it pretty good. Yeah, we gotta clean this up.
And we're going to use a rag and some alcohol, and we're just going to go around the edges to make sure that they're clean for the new placement. Okay, so right now what we're going to do is we're going to put the glass in on the exterior frame.
You're just eyeballing that, right?
I'm just eyeballing it. You got to be careful because once you put it in there, it's going to stick to that bead of adhesive. It goes in fairly well in the corners. And then I'm going to go ahead and make sure it's centered enough, so kind of push that in.
Don't worry about the fingerprints, we'll clean those off after it gets installed.
Now, one thing to note with this exterior frame, you don't have to worry about what's top and bottom. They're both identical. However, the interior has an upper lip to it, and even though the instructions don't say it, we're going to use the one that has the majority of the plastic as our top, because that is where your roller rack is going to
the bulk of the shade is going to be underneath there. Roller rack? What's a roller rack?
I don't know.
He's talking about the shade. When it's all the way up, that's how it's going to look. So having that fatter piece up top will actually hide some of it. Yeah, hold that glass in with your hand, because I'm going to have to push this in.
Well, it's tight here.
And you want
There.
I got the glass.
All right, so the first thing we did is we put our exterior window frame inside first. Now I'm going to take my inside frame and I'm going to marry it up to the tangs in here. One.
Here, how many snaps?
We need to have 16 snaps. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're doing top, then bottom, then sides. 6.
I can't really get the top, so you're going to have to try to do both of them at the same time. Because there's no other step up here.
Basically, you and your partner just need to go through, make sure you get at least 16 snaps in there. So then keep pressing until you can no longer hear any snaps along the way. Now it's time to go ahead and put the shade on. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to install the shade and make sure that the handle that's going to be used to pull it up and down is facing the interior of the RV, so you have access to it and it's not facing the window. The first thing you have to do is there are 4 tangs, 2 on top that you go left to right, and then 2 on the bottom which go right to left to open them up, and they'll be sticking out so you know which is the correct way. Now we're going to start with the top. We're going to go at a 45-degree angle and put the top in, lift it up to its height, and the handle will actually hit the top of the bottom of the frame. And then we're going to close these 2 tangs and it's lock that in place. We're going to do the same thing with the bottom. So when installing the bottom, you're going to notice that there's a curve on the bottom. You want to make sure that the curve goes along with the window and the flat part is on top. Inside there is an indent in the center of each of the top flat pieces where you want to make sure that the string is in so it doesn't get caught in between the mechanisms.
This one might be a little tight though as well, from what we've seen on other people's.
All right, so I was able to snap it in. I'm going to go ahead and lock these 2, and it should stay in there. And now we have a fully operational shade. And that's it. This is the way it looks from the outside, or from the inside. We can see Kevin.
All that's left to do now is just clean the window with some Windex, and we really hope that the installation of the Lippert Thin Shade will help you if you choose to make this modification to your rig.
So if you found this video entertaining, informative, or maybe even funny, go ahead, please give it a thumbs up. Also consider subscribing to our channel, it really helps. And if you want to be notified the next time we've got another video coming out, go ahead and hit that notification bell.
So until the next video.
Where will the road take you?
That thing is nice. We're gonna film you. Because we like it. That thing is nice. That's got to be full body paint. That has to be. Yeah, that's nice. It's a nice rig. Yeah, I don't know how to do it, so I'm gonna let you do it.
Okay.
So if it's messed up, you can do it.
And if you noticed, on the top is going to be your handle. So make sure the handle is sticking outside the door so that you don't actually insert it backwards.
Outside the door or inside?
Well, you want it, you don't want it inside the glass. You want it outside the glass.
Yeah, you want it facing the interior when it's closed.
Right.
Say that.
Okay. So make sure that the handle is facing the interior of the RV so you don't have it up against the window. So hopefully if you purchase the window shade and thin the thin shade and
Stop. So hopefully this installation will help you if you purchase the Lippert Thin Shade window frame and window with the shade, the whole unit. If you... Never mind.
Life is a winding road, no telling where it goes. Driving through days and nights, won't stop for traffic lights.